this week's seed is going to be an ambrosia seed, which starts off with a sword after they go through their uncle run. At which point they'll also be told where their boots are at.
What
So-
kind of
Go
kind
ahead.
of seed are you hoping for that the runners get today?
I'm just hoping it's not going to be too brutal. I mean, that's probably the worst thing in the world is when you get that one seed where it makes you go to Turtle Rock 5 times and then over to Misery Mire another 3 times. So one of the cool things about this is it's a standard seed. And a little tidbit for you: when you're going through the escape phase, if you come back, even if you don't have the lamp, you still have the lamp when you go through the back of escape. Starting here anytime now, just kind of waiting. Right. Sounds like we are about to start at any time, guys. And we're off. We got Boots in the Dark World.
Always a fun place to have those, right?
Ooh, that's also very nice. It's always really nice when you get those bombs right away, because that means you don't got to bother with killing extra enemies and things like that to go search for those bombs. Now it's just kind of a straightforward go get Zelda and get out as fast as you can.
Right.
Here we're at Uncle Dropdown. See what the uncle has for us. $5. Thanks.
Yep.
So now that they talk to the uncle and Ambrosia Seed, they give you the sword. So now they can attack enemies, things like that, where on other modes you wouldn't have a sword right away. And it can get kind of interesting. Sometimes a little hairy, depending on the situations you're in. First hallway. Very clean so far.
2 keys.
So generally speaking, you kind of want to finish your escape run from start to finish in about 6 minutes. It's from the time the uncle says, "Hey, I gotta go," to the time that you see the chapel or the sanctuary and leave Zelda in with the preacher. Got a full heart. Looks like Logic is using the pot strat for this guy. So kind of 2 ways, as you see Laggy going with the sword strats, getting in under his guard. You can do it that way, or throw the 2 pots at them. Either way works.
Think about they're both about the same time-wise.
Pretty close for sure. It's like logik's got a tiny lead, but it's all relative at this point.
Right.
Down the 3-guard hallway. Pretty smooth, pretty smooth. Both of them are making pretty good time.
So into the back part now of escape.
So since they both already got the key, this could be anything, depending on what it is. Also, these snakes are the same prize packs as the green guards.
What?
Ooh, we had an ether tablet.
That's a nice find this early on in the game.
Yeah, it's one of those you're kind of hoping that it's both Turtle Rock and Misery Mire, so you don't have to keep searching for medallions later.
Right.
Picks up the bomb. But the dirty rats have gotten in the way of logik's throw. Unfortunate. 1 ruple, a big heart, and 300 ruples. We're back in the game, folks. Big money, no whammies.
I know, and I know that reference.
Watch that show quite a bit.
Yeah, I actually heard. I host many versions of that at anime conventions.
Nice. Pretty good time.
Yeah. Did we freeze? Think we have technical difficulties.
Yes, we do.
I didn't see the clocks going at all.
I didn't either. I brought up my live split, though, just so I can keep track.
Right.
Come back to work on Monday, please. Okay. I see it coming back up. We're on a 10-second or a 10-second delay, folks.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going back into Kakariko with Yoshi in the lead, followed by Laggy. I did not see what they had, so
We're in the same.
or if they checked Lumberjack Cheer or not.
Right.
We got a Master Sword and a lamp. Ooh, that has Aga Seed written all over it, folks. Samaria, been a good blind set so far for sure.
And it looks like they picked
Small
up
shield,
the.
everybody's favorite item.
Right.
And Laggy's now going through and getting their items out of blind hut.
It looks like somewhere they picked up the hook shot.
So anytime you get a lamp and Master Sword really early, it kind of makes you start thinking, Aga is going to make me do it. Hammer. That's a good find. And a cape. Okay. Okay, I see you, game. So we're just gloves away from Dark World access. See what the bottle vendor is going to take from us. Oh, $100 for 10 arrows. That is quite the deal, folks.
Let's say.
Into Chicken Hut, where we attack poor helpless chickens with bombs for half a heart piece. Laggy gets his rip-off prize of 10 arrows,
It's like.
which he will also attack the chickens and get his half a heart piece.
Meanwhile, we're going to the back of the tavern. There's our moon pearl.
Very nice. So we're just gloves away from not having to do Aga.
And we're getting a map check to Desert being the red pendant, and Hera and Eastern both being crystal dungeons, with Eastern being the 5/6 crystal. Library check.
From logikz. We're not going to actually blind pull it. And just a heart piece. Nothing in the library either. So we're not going to be coming back to this area anytime soon.
And passes up on the heart piece of heart.
Laggy is going to just go ahead and blind run the maze. Chicks over to
South
the
Shore.
dam for
Yep.
the South Shore checks. Missed it. So what you can do there is if you have your hook shot, apparently we had a hook shot too.
Yeah. Chat pointed that out to us. It was in the mushroom location.
Okay. Appreciate it, chat. That arrow of destiny, though, folks. And he gets it. So with the hook shot, if you push that middle block, and as it's being pushed, you hook shot to the chest, it'll pull you on top of that block that you pushed, and you're able to check the chest and still go up to pull or to clear out the dam.
Logic heading over to desert. So heading over to Agina and probably check out to see what's on the ledge as well.
We'll see if Laggy takes the same route. Nope, he is not. He is going towards Mini Moldorm Cave. We got a red orang, otherwise known as the magical boomerang, and not the blue boomerang. Laggy with the sword beams.
Fight.
Heart piece. More money.
And those are
Still nothing.
We got our Zora money at least.
We do. And we can fake flipper and check all of Zora, but I guess the question kind of becomes, do you actually do that, or do you follow the logic? And if you don't find any gloves in here or Eastern Palace, or Sriracha, I don't know how to say his name for nothing.
Neither do I.
Oh, he is going. He's not going to check Ice Rod Cave. Okay. Going to check on
The
what's on
hobo.
Island?
But,
Hobo? No, he's not. He's going to go straight into Zora checks, I believe.
Yep.
And there we go. So another interesting thing about fake flippers, if you did it in 1.0, it would put you back. If you got hit while you're out in the water, fake flippering, it'll put you back to wherever you jumped in from because it doesn't know what to do with you, and then you'll soft lock your game, and it'll just until you reset it. But in the randomizer, it's been changed to if you get hit, you just die. One shot, that's it.
Yep.
Here's the ice rod check.
And we got big 20. And Laggy picked up the shovel as well.
Let's see what Zora is going to do. Rip off or no?
Rip off.
Heart piece. Kind of a rip off.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's got a refund policy. Like, hey, I understand that I gave you 500 rupees for this heart piece, but thanks, but no thanks.
Right. Logic also doing his checks too. I mean, yeah, Logic is. We're gonna get a check over at Sahashla's hut. Right now we're looking for a bow. We got 20 rupees, full heart container, and half magic.
A heart, or half magic. That's my favorite thing. And there's the
blue boomerang.
Sibling of the red boomerang. Indeed, we are going up to Duaga.
So this definitely turned out to be an agaseed.
See if Logikz comes to the same conclusion. Not that they'll have much of a choice.
Uses the cape to get underneath the laser beam there.
Going for the double spin strat. Well done by Laggy. Makes the guards chase him for his key. Receives his second key. This is one of the more annoying rooms because those little blue guards can turn around and get you even though they're not next to you.
Nice stun there with the hook shot.
Logic is saving and quitting to the house and has also come to this. Well, we'll see if he goes over to EP and tries that out. It looks like he's going to go over to the closet and possibly EP. Look at that Yoshi run. Probably runs a whole lot easier without Mario on his back, but yeah.
Right.
Laggy's now entering the last part of Vaga Tower. Yeah, because if Logikz goes into Eastern Palace and a glove is there, that is a big find. But on that same note, if he goes into Eastern Palace and it's a bust, looks like Logikz is going to go inside of Eastern Palace, check it out, at least get that first 2 checks and bounce.
Right.
But if he does find gloves here, it's a huge time save compared to Laggy going into Aga and checking. So, bit of a coin flip. Do you trust your gut, go Aga, or do you continue on through Eastern Palace and hope?
And I'd probably take the gamble and follow the logic to go up Aga on that one.
Got first item.
Got a
So
bottle.
inside of Eastern Palace, there's only 3 items. One of those being an ambrosia seed is always going to be on the boss. So there's 2 items. So hopefully Logic gets the 2 items right away and doesn't clear all of Eastern Palace before realizing that there's nothing there and have to go to Aga. Big key, which is really nice as well. Because with a second item, he no longer has to do the dark rooms.
Laggy taking down Aga 1.
Let's see what's on Pyramid. With a hammer. With hammer and hookshot, all of it is... Oh, don't say that. no, don't say gloves on Sick Kid.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine?
Well, good
But
news.
I mean, the time...
Go ahead.
The time saved to actually go do that, or the time sink to go check Sick Kid to get the gloves, you almost kind of go, well, is it better to do Aga, or is it better to go check the one-off check over at Sick Kid?
Right. And I think that's one of those that's another coin flip right there, right?
Yeah. TR being a green pendant, followed by Pod is also a pendant.
Well, at least that's always good when you don't. That's always a good day when you don't have to go into Turtle Rock.
The game makes you go into Turtle Rock. Like, you know, it'd be fun if we just went ahead and gone to Turtle Rock.
Right.
And make you double clear it. Nothing. And it looks like he's gonna go up, and it is a whammy. He had.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing? Oh, we're making a play, folks. Logic is making a play to Sick Kid. Here we go.
Chet pointing out that the fire rod is on bumper ledge.
Both of them have cape and hook shot, so that will be real easy, but it's just a matter of blue mail for Logikz. Chess game we go.
Ah,
The
flute.
flute. All right. Our blue Yoshi is now about to check Sick Kid in the moment of truth. Yeah. I would tend to agree. It's not too bad of a check.
There's our boots.
Unless Sick Kid is nothing. If Sick Kid is gloves,
No,
it's 20 rupees. All right.
that's another whammy right there.
Unlucky.
Right.
Give him money. So what he's got to do is kind of bring him back. So he needs to go more to the left and bring that bee to go attack the guy. So if you get too close to the right, bee is gone. Unlucky.
Yeah.
So normally when that happens, you can try and pull him back by moving to the left and have the bee kind of follow him out and then have him reattach to the bottle vendor.
What does that do?
So anytime you give a bee to the bottle vendor or a fish, he's going to give you $100 back. I believe the fish is other items, but that may be a different mode. So if you stand to the left, if you get too far to the right, the bee will focus on the bird. But if you're over to the left and the only person there is the bottle vendor, he will go and attack the bottle vendor, and the bottle vendor is like, "Hey, I absolutely love bees. Who doesn't like a nice good bee?" and give you $100. So
Meanwhile, Laggy took an intentional death in Thieves' Town.
Logik's making quick work of those guys. Nice spin sword to key. He's making his his descent down to the top of I guess ascent. Go up to the attic, check the chest, throw the bomb, and go beat up the line.
Yep.
Who will have an amazing dad joke for us, and that is what is important.
Right.
It's just about through Aga's tower, or the Hyrule Castle. As Laggy is down to go get blind.
Line and also checking out the big chest as well.
So I gotta think that after he's done with blind, he's gonna go get the fire rod and then go beat Skull Woods. That would make the most sense to me.
Yeah, that seems about the logical play there.
Bombs. So the little key is locked in the big chest. So we will not be seeing that. just go right on up and fight blind. So with that middle block there, normally you have the gloves. So you get down there, you lift it, but if you can't lift it, they put in the mechanic that you could fight and kill all the guys in that room and open the side door and go the long way around.
Like, you got to be careful now. He's down to 2.5 hearts on the blind fight.
Nice thing is he's got half magic and he's got a cape, so it's a nice safety to have. Another good one's the Barna, Cane of Barnia.
Yep.
I don't know if I said that right. Berna, I think.
Yeah.
That actually hits him without having to sit there and hit him with your sword as well, so it just makes it a little bit easier on the quality of life for that fight. And he will turn in his flute.
So
go ahead.
So 30 minutes, half hour in, the goose is loose.
True, it is a marvelous looking duck goose thing. So another little cool trick you can do right there is if you hold your sword out and then call the flute, when immediately after you're done playing the song, you can then call the bird. Normally what would happen is you'd have to leave the little square early, or you'd have to leave the little square before you could call it. But if you do it that way, it'll allow you to just call it right after.
Right.
Especially if you're in a hurry.
So we're getting a hype cave check over on Logik's side. And Laggy is going over to the digging game.
Piece for logic.
More piece of heart for Laggy. Over there, passes it up. There's
a good find. And more money.
That was a good hype cave right there. Laggy going over to check cave 45. It just has some more arrows in there for us.
Been getting a lot of bows inside that hype cave recently.
And Stumpy gives us his $20.
Laggy's gotten his blue mail. With logikz following in the dig game. It's quick. 3 digs, he's out. Electing not to take the heart piece. And Laggy's into hype cave where he'll also receive his bow. Looks like logikz is heading over to the Eastern Palace area.
Yep.
They skipped Fire Rod. Both of them elected not to do go get Fire Rod and beat Skull Woods.
Well, let's hope that doesn't come back to bite them, that they forgot about the fire rod up there.
I would be shocked if they. Oh, you're right. You're right. I forgot all about
We don't have the
rock
gloves.
there. We don't have the gloves.
Yep.
Again, you get to that point where you're used to having gloves at that point, and the
Right.
fact that they don't have them is kind of throws you off pretty good. I was wondering, like, wouldn't that just be the easiest play?
And it's like, oh wait, we don't have the gloves. We can't do that.
Almost. Just a half a second off from getting both those skeletons.
Trying to manipulate the right Cyclops for the key.
Logikz into staff hoses. 2 arrows.
Nice,
Well done on that room.
nice kill on that. And we'll see.
Sets up for the quick kill.
Yep.
Oop. Oh, unlucky. Sometimes that controller doesn't read that input right away, and it'll fire that arrow left when you needed to get it down. Well done anyway. Don't think we could have asked for a better Eastern Palace run right there.
Right.
Completely loaded with everything we needed. That is true. It was a red crystal. Unfortunately, the other red crystal is
In the,
Ice Palace, which kind of takes off some of the luster of getting them crystals early, because it normally will mean that that pyramid check, if needed, will be a late check. Laggy through the cannonballs. One Staphos down. Also makes clean work of that pre-boss room. Also sets up
for the quick kill.
No, the quick kill on that one is you shoot couple up, then to the left to put 2 up, go up to the top, and then shoot left.
Right. Still a nice. Oh, that's a clean kill of the Almost Knights. There. I can going in to check.
I'm gonna check for that one item. and hope that it's kind of gloves.
Right. And right
As
now we're just
Laggy is in pod.
yeah. Just finding a bunch of keys right now. No, Chet calling out that the
The bomb to the right to open it up. Falls down. Weird.
oh, I know what he's doing. He's setting up for the teleport.
Well, so one of those keys is one of those two chests are going to be keys.
Yep.
So he didn't have a key yet. So he's going to go get that one key at the bottom, take the teleport up, go through that back way, come back and check the top, unless, of course, he gets enough keys. Or hopes that big key's up here. Big key's up here, no harm, no foul, because you could check everything in the back.
Right.
Right side dash up, no problem. We got a buggy net. And a key.
And I know Pod's playing with us today on this.
Chat pointing out that both items are fire locked. Unfortunate. At least you would have felt good going into south or into the woods if you would have got at least the one item. But having both of them there is really, really unfortunate.
Yeah, I feel for them on that.
Like logikz is going to do his our Village of Outcast checks and go do Thieves Town.
Meanwhile, Laggy's still working his way around through.
And Logic gets his boots. So there's your big key. That tells me that I don't remember if he got both compass and the map.
I know he has the map.
If he doesn't see map in here, then he can forget the first chest, which would be nice.
Right. Big key. Well, powder.
Another fetch quest over to Bat Cave or
Bat Cave.
Magic Bat. And that's so you can skip that back or that first chest and go straight up.
Right. No, he just skips everything entirely for right now.
Oh, it's a crystal, or I'm sorry, it's a pendant. So
yeah.
he's choosing to forego that pendant, gambling that nothing is on that he's going to need.
Right.
We're gonna check.
Yeah.
Got the old man. Gonna get their badge for helping an old man cross the street.
Right, and let's see what he gives us. Hopefully it's the gloves. Nope.
Logikz is making his way into the back half of Thieves Town. Grabs the key and heart.
So we're going over to the east side.
So instead of,
go ahead.
So Laggy's choosing not to go check what's in Spectacle Rock, either in the cave or on top of it. I imagine they will do that. Imagine they'll do that after they check through here. In Paradox Cave, we got
Another bottle and some more bombs.
really like giving us bees.
Yes.
It felt bad. Yeah, they'll do the top of Paradox or Spectacle Rock and Cave after Hera. So you got to be able to.
There's our
There's the
gloves.
glove.
There's our gloves. Gloves and Paradox Cave.
They may skip over Spiral Cave. See?
Misses the bomb jump there.
They're gonna forgo the bomb jump and just take the normal way up.
Right.
And logikz is just now getting to blind. One heart's got to be careful.
Floating island check for some bombs.
Unfortunate for logikz. He'll have to restart over. At least he can just kind of dash all the way down.
Right.
Meanwhile, Laggy is headed into Tower of Hera. Nothing inside of the basement.
Front part of it. Well, we got the map there, right?
I wonder if we'll see Herapod here.
Yeah, we saw that the other
It's a big key.
in the race I was streaming last night.
He's going to go for the spin speed Herapod. Oh, unfortunate. All he did was put that bomb down there to kind of soften the Herapod.
All right.
That way, when he did it the next time, he could easily get into it.
Yeah, nice.
There's your bombs.
Yep.
So that now means that there's nothing in the basement at all besides just the big key, which he doesn't need because the big key chest is worthless.
Right.
Nice dash through the bumper.
And on to everyone's favorite fight with Maldorm.
Logikz is now back to where he was at. Well done by Laggy on that Moldorm.
And we get...
Oh, wow. Oh. There you go, folks. Titan's mitts on Moldorm.
So they were both up there on Death Mountain.
So I gotta assume now that he is gonna go ahead and finish off Dark Death Mountain, Spiral Cave down into lifting the rock to go up Super Bunny Cave, and clear it all out. What? That was a clutch find right there. So check what's up there, just fine. He's gonna open up Turtle Rock.
At least we'll get to see what what it is to get into Turtle Rock, even though we'll probably not have to go in there at all.
Well, let's seed's been interesting so far. Why not throw a turtle rock dive or two
Alright.
into it?
And
Bombo City.
bombos. Logic getting his second crystal.
Everybody cave is 20 rupees and a heart piece. I guess the question is, can you route in Spike Cave with half magic and a cape with as amount of hearts they got? I would say yes.
Another
And the
bottle.
fourth bottle. No more bottles.
The sea just
Tempered
and
sword. Okay.
the sea
Logic's
just
calling in the duck.
the sea just loved handing us all 4 bottles.
Gotta think that you would want to do all of your Dark Death Mountain checks outside of going into Turtle Rock, so you don't have to come back at all.
Right.
I mean, at the moment, we've orphaned Spiral Cave. We'll see if he comes back for that.
We're getting a Spectacle Rock Cave check. And we have
Bombs.
more bombs.
Nothing. Okay, it looks like they may be going back. Or are they going to do Spike Cave? Looks like they're opening Spiral Cave. I can only imagine that they're going to sit there. Andy's got a fairy. As Logic is going up the mountain.
And all that for
checks.
a piece of art.
And saves and quits with a Spiral Cave unchecked. Okay. See if Logic does opt to check Spiral Cave.
And Laggy going over to the desert area, checks the ledge. Just money up there on the ledge.
Going to check Meyer.
But it looked like it was ether.
Logic's going to get his mitts.
Laggy going over to check out Checkerboard Cave.
There they are.
So at some point, Laggy and Logic are going to have to go back over to Bumper Cave to get the fire rod. The question is when.
Well, knowing that it's Fire Rod, and you're going to want Fire Rod for Ice Palace, it'll make your life a whole lot easier. I would be surprised if they don't go route that in pretty quick, especially with mitts. You can check all the top up there as well if you wanted to.
Right.
You could even route in Catfish from King's Tomb. But
Yeah.
Logix is now going to go up the Tower of Hera. Go into the basement, find out it is nothing, and we'll see if he also elects to do Harapot or if they just walk up. They're also...
No, they're checking the back part.
I don't think they are. I think he just happened to... Okay, they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's and
Gets into that. He did not get into safety. He will now have to fight the... He's got to be careful. He does have a
there's
cane.
the blue cane. Catfish has the cane of burner.
Logikz is in some trouble. He's got 1.5 hearts. I apologize for that. My Maltese wants to play with my Dalmatian.
Flaggy picking up a couple safeties right now. Some blue goo.
Logic gets his big key, and we'll head up the tower.
Yeah, and it looks like he's setting up also for the Hera. Oh, he did the fast version for the Harapot.
Well done by Logikz. That was really clean.
Yep.
Elects to go with the big key to go check the big chest. Find out there is nothing in there.
Laggy checking out King's Tomb also at the exact same time for 20 rupees. We robbed King's Tomb for 20 rupees. And a graveyard ledge check as well.
Unfortunate. Hits the bumper, sends him back down.
Ooh. $10 hours on the graveyard in the ledge check. Ooh.
Logikz. One more swing.
I believe it's about the same with the Master Sword and the hammer. It's about the same.
No, tempered is the same as hammer. I believe one hammer strike is the same as a tempered sword swing.
Okay.
One tempered sword spin swing is the same as gold sword. One magic sword one master sword spin is the same as tempered sword.
Okay.
Laggy is now routing in that fire rod, which I imagine he will go do Skullwoods next. Yes, exactly, Trinix. What I was trying to say, only better.
Right.
As the birds of prey go after Laggy, he runs on out.
And Logik's picking up his level 2, the red shield from Spiral Cave.
So that'll look like that will not come back to bite Laggy unless he goes to check it in case he's missing something.
Right.
And fields need to go back up. Just going to erase the blocks with the magic mirror.
Where are we off to on Laggy's side? Kakariko Village.
So it's a bit quicker to just flute from King's Tomb. Where did he come from? King's Tomb?
No, he was in Skull Woods. He was in the dungeon, and then I think he saved and quit. And then flew to...
Okay, it wasn't a key then. So if you fall down there and it's not a key, there's nothing you can do to get out besides save and quit.
Right.
Or, yeah, because if you mirror or die, it puts you literally right back to above where the chest is. And Logic gets his tempered sword. Yeah, unfortunate. If you fall down the other way, you have 3 checks you can make on the left side. On the right side, you fall down, it's key or nothing.
Oh, okay.
I can go into the back where he'll get his 2 items.
Yep. Avoids all those mini Moldorms. Grabs the key from the Gibdo. And we're off to have a Mothula fight.
Logic's is going to go get his cane.
And using the keep to help out, down goes Mothula, Laggy picking up his 4th crystal, and 50 rupees to boot as well.
See what Laggy decides to do here. I would imagine he's going to go check that chest, and he is. Has the mirror out, so once he checks it, he just mirror right back to the front.
Right. So as we're waiting for Laggy to check that out. There's
your flippers.
Yep. So
but now you'll see he may, I would assume he's going to decide to go to Ice Palace.
Right.
And he is.
So as we're getting ready to dip into Ice Palace, I want to quickly say, give our runners a follow. Also give the mentors a follow. Also our tracker behind the scenes, helping us and everyone watching to stay honest with.
Apologize to chat for not being interesting and
Right.
not knowing every single piece of the game. I do apologize.
Yeah. And I wonder if we're going to see the icebreaker set up here on Laggy's side.
Comes in to the penguins. Gators. Very nicely done. 50 rupees inside the first chest. Hits the switch and goes back out. Now we'll see if they're going to do icebreaker.
No, he's going to...
Well, you always come back to hit that switch.
Oh, okay.
If you don't hit that switch, the blue I forget what they're called.
Blocks?
The blue blocks will be up, which means that you can't get right to
the boss.
Cold Stare.
Yeah.
So you always go in there, hit that, come back and do icebreaker.
And do we have... No, he wasn't able to pull it off.
That's all
First
right.
time.
One of the nice things about icebreaker, and the same thing with diver down, with the cane of Samaria, you put your block down, you can keep reusing that block, provided that you did it right the first time. But you could keep doing the 1 pixel left and then up until you get it correct. You can just keep reusing that block. There they go. That looks correct.
Nope.
Looks like they had it and
Right.
kind of gave up on it. I've done that myself a few times where you're just like...
And I remember a few nights ago you were helping me with learning that one as well.
There they go. They got it correct. And there they go. Well done.
Yep.
Sometimes it gets a little finicky, especially if you're not 100% used to doing it perfectly every time, where you just got to keep doing it. Practice makes perfect.
Yep. There's the map.
Compass. So if they're going to check iced tea room, they should check that first. So they go in here, and then they're going to go immediately down from where they fall. Go through the locked door. That looks like exactly what they're going to do. So then they don't have to come back. And then you could do the bomb jump from inside of a freezer room.
Right. I found...
Big key. So all the checks will be done.
I found using the hook... If I have the hook shot down in that conveyor belt room before the bomb jump room, I find the hook shot helps out a lot.
Nice setup for the
With
bomb jump over. So now you can hook shot at the bottom, go up. Oh, nope, never mind. They already have all their items. I was not counting items. Block, get your magic, and into the cold stare fight we go.
Yep.
Looks like logikz is just about over to Mothra. My favorite boss in the entire world ever.
Balthila?
Yes. Especially when he negates all your damage you're doing into him because of the spikes. So much fun.
I don't know how many times he's given me trouble when I was
And
first
that
learning.
has... Down goes Cold Stare with a full heart. Logik's working on Mothra.
So Laggy,
Needs a hit or two more and you should be down. There it is. There it is. Good job, Logik's on Mothra. That is definitely one of those fights where it gets out of hand and gets out of hand quick.
right. I don't know how many times he's given me trouble when I was learning the vanilla game of this. And we're getting a pyramid check as well. Well, we're going to check the Laggy going over to check the 2 chests that are down there in pyramid.
Art piece for Logik's.
So
Just a Bombo search away from go mode.
piece of full heart container and 20 rupees.
Logik's heading into Ice Palace.
So we're running low on locations left to check now for the Bombos medallion.
Logik's heading into the first room with the Pen Gators.
And Laggy going over to Swamp Palace.
Hits the switch. And we'll see if he's going to go and do Icebreaker as well. And he is. So again, hits the switch, goes back through the Pengator room, and over to Big Key Chest. That's the first time I've seen it done like that, though. Normally I see the setup from the left side, sword spin to the right, and drop your block down. It's always cool when you get to see new tech being done in different ways. His chest. See if he also elects to go through Ice Tea room. The moment they're bypassing it, that or they're going to bomb jump over to go back through it. and check, see what this is. Get their item, see that they don't got to, and can just go.
And over on Laggy's side is into the main room now of Swamp Palace.
By logic.
Okay, piece of heart.
Drop down, and logic is into the fight.
Laggy skipping left side Swamp House for right now. And setting up to go see and going to do the diver down. There's a big key, compass.
Easy work for logikz on cold stare. I'll imagine that logikz will now head over to Swamp Palace to make his run. Indeed, that's what it looks like.
We are now just on the hunt for bombos.
This is over to Swamp Palace. Let's see if Argus gives us what we're looking for. Click work out of from Laggy on Argus.
Yep.
2 slashes and he's done. One more.
And
good job. Right in the middle.
yes. And there it is. Laggy at 1 hour 15 minutes is officially in go mode.
This could be pretty tight.
Right.
Logic's is on his heels.
Probably about
Step. Kills the spiders. Gets the key. Now we're just hoping for a Godmire.
right.
Make short work. It's always nice when you can go mode Mire. Clearing that room really quick. Them sword beams help so much in that room.
Agreed.
Going from having to chase to just knocking them out real quick. And logikz is also just gonna forget left side swamp. Just gonna do diver down, go straight back to the boss. And if they have to check left side, which they won't, then they come back in.
Right.
With it being just one item, very nice diver down. It's a little bit easier to check this route than it is to go all left side, then come all the way back to make sure it's all cleared.
Right.
You get it in here, you can just go to boss and then keep on going. Laggy did get that Godmire. Very nice. As logikz is just about into the Argus fight. Going for the double puffball strat. Making quick work of that Argus. 2 puffs, 2 swings, and he's done.
And this Agustin's been very nice to our runners today, too.
Yeah, we're on a... Depending on the tower, we could be looking at pretty quick times here. It's always nice to see.
Yep.
And logikz has entered go mode. With Laggy going into the Vidi fight. He's going out for the King strat, or the Cape strap. 8 arrows, and he's down. Down goes Vidi.
And we get
10 arrows.
Well, that's always helpful. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now on our way to GT. 22 chests. One of them has the big key. Get your guesses in now for where that big key is going to be.
What is going to be the magic number?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a nice, easy 13.
I'll go with the number.
We get to guess, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to go with number 9.
As logic has entered Misery Mire.
Yeah.
Diving out of the way of laser beams. It was a good job inside of the magician runes.
Right.
Going to the back where he will find the big key. There it is. Now I just got to grab the key from the under the rock and go. Runs through the Lionels. And there goes the animation.
Right.
Welcome to GT.
Yeah. And as soon as the stairs get brought down, all guesses are locked in. And here we go.
A nice setup for dark room on logik's part. So if you didn't have the lamp and you did that, you could pick up the block and throw it down a little bit easier instead of having to try and search for it.
1 and 2 both have small keys. On the right side, we go left side.
Into the hope room. Yes, I was watching Sharon do that.
Nice right there. Silver's on top of the ledge.
Watching Sharon do that. That was pretty impressive on that Mire Darkroom strat.
So chest 4 had a small key. We go to these 4, 5, 20 rupees, 6, 50 rupees.
Logik's
Yeah.
now heading into the biddy room. He will also use the cape strat. Strat. So another interesting fact, you could sit there and kill Viddy with his eyeballs still up.
Oh, wow. And
So
there's Quake.
when he pops up and you keep hitting him, you could kill him before he actually, before you kill all the eyeballs.
So 8 was Quake. We're now in the fireball room for chest number 9.
Logik's now making his way up to GT.
A full heart container in chest number 9. Into the rando room.
As Logik's gets blocked by our
10
favorite
compass. 11.
Efrons. Red mail.
Yeah. Fun little jump over there.
Knocks the little mini Helmsaur out. Bombs or bonks across.
Bob's
Over to
room.
Bob.
Yep. Does Bob have it? No, Bob's got bombs.
So depending on where Logic goes, could really gain a lot of ground right here.
Right.
Especially if Big Key is on right side.
No.
Ice Armos are down. And for 3 checks.
So up to 14. Small key 15.
There
Big
it
key.
is.
Test 15.
Laggy is making his run.
So the closest we have to that is Cadessen with guess 13. Congratulations.
The red mimics. Makes short work of them as Logic heads into Hope chests.
We make our way up to the gauntlet now.
Logix is making the right side play. Unlucky.
Ooh.
Logic misses it. We'll get the green. Restart it. And down into the next room. There he goes. Ice Rod. Depending on what he does. Okay, good. He will pick up the silvers.
Yeah, well, yep.
I was a bit worried to see if he would have continued on through that path to where he would have gotten the big key, but missed the silvers and red mail.
So a winner for the big key getting guessing game is Cadestin, who guessed 13. The key was in chest 15. So congratulations to everyone that played today as well.
Logikz clears Dark Magician Room.
Yep.
Into fire bars.
Gotta be a little careful here when going up. Gotta wait for to hear that chime, otherwise you'll despawn the rest of the tower. I've never had that happen.
Just about into Moldorm 2. Quick work here, folks. Through. Getting 2 spins. 2 tempered spins. And you're done.
Yep.
Or is it... Yeah.
No, it's two tempered. 20 rupees in the very...
spin. That was pretty quick, not gonna lie. That was
right.
That was fast.
And in the very last chest, it was just 20 rupees.
Validating the run.
Yep.
Nice 3.
Gets a triple off of that.
Looks
Gets a
like he
double.
got 2.
Yeah, you got a double on that.
Down goes Aga.
And
well
down
done, Maggie. That was about as perfect of a
as an Aga fight you
can get. Got red Yoshi now.
Yep.
That was a clean Aga. Aga's one of those that can really get out of hand too, and they start desyncing off.
Right.
And now you're trying to chase one around all over the place.
And
Ganon's spitting some knowledge for you. Brains are important, folks.
I always enjoyed the facts that ooh, and Laggy taking a death.
But the fairy says, I don't think so.
Right.
Back on your feet, my friend. Logikz with the big key. And he's now making his descent. Uses the cape strap to clear phase 2 much easier. More arrows. Logikz low on health. Gets the helpful heart. As Laggy chases around Ganon.
We're on
nice red mimic rings. Does not look like he is looking for...
missed the torch glitch.
So when you have silvers, you don't necessarily need the torch glitch. I've heard some people say that that you should have it or shouldn't have it on silvers.
Down goes Ganon.
And Laggy with the Ganon kill.
Just gotta wait for him to cross over that threshold.
At 133.18. Well
Yep.
done, Laggy. Congratulations.
Get your GGs in.
Very nice run. For an Agaseed too, that's fast.
Nice.
Logikz is going through the room. Last two rooms of the gauntlet. Into land moles.
And we'll see if we can.
Down go the land moles.
Guess we can call that a jet seed for Laggy, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a jet seed. Anytime.
Yeah.
I mean, everything kind of laid itself out for you. Just a matter of getting the engine started.
Right.
Finishes into torch rooms. Gold is cheap. It's a good lamp room so far. Second lamp room. Nice bonk over. Doesn't have to worry about killing them. We're just about into
The lamb all.
Troll Dorm 2.
Yeah.
Magic. Pull out your hook shot.
Nice dash speed with that. And we are joined by Kappa and Laggy. GG.
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 So, how did you like that run?
So a bit of foreground. We did the practice seed last night, and we hunted the seed in last location in Item and Nagina. I feel a lot better about this seed than that one.
All right.
It's always good. When did you realize it was an Agaseed?
Basically, after we found Lantern Sword, Hookshot kind of clued us off to the fact that it might be used to get across to Dark Village and Dark World, because we didn't find the glove, which meant there was no access to Mountain. And it was a bit of a risk. We skipped EP, but Kappa likes aggressive play. I tend to follow his advice, so we went for the aggressive Aga 1, and it paid out.
Yeah.
It absolutely did. And, I mean, nice 133 right there. I mean, on an Agaseed, that was well done.
Yep.
Anything you particularly liked about the seed?
Everything kind of fell into place really nicely, to be honest. Like, the mistakes are what I can kind of identify more. Pod didn't end up having anything. Pyramid Fairy didn't end up having anything, but I think both of those were pretty reasonable. Pod could have easily had a glove. Pyramid Fairy could have easily had flippers or bombos. So, all in all, it just felt nice going from one place to another and being rewarded with progress. The initial round after Aga 1 and catching the fire rod in the cave really key, I think.
Yeah, that set up pretty nice, having that fire rod on bumper ledge, knowing where that was at, so it wasn't one of those, do I gotta go check here to go here to go here.
Yeah, and this is, like, I think this is the first scene where I've ever gone up to Catfish and actually walked back. but it kind of worked out that way because we wanted to do Catfish into Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb, Bonk Rocks, pick up the Fire Rod, do Skull Woods, which had progress, so it all worked out. It all just lined up like that.
Yeah. Sentimental line, basically.
Yep.
You guys were pretty much neck and neck the entire time, too. You had that extra jump on them, which paid off too. And then you went left side, and they went full right before going back left.
Oh, and GT?
Yeah.
When did they go to AGA 1? Did we go roughly the same time?
So they ended up going back to check Sick Kit and do Dig Spot as well.
Okay, I see.
So gained a bit of time there because you didn't. They went EP over to Dig Game or not Dig Game. I'm sorry, EP over to Dig Spot over to Sick Kid before going back to AGA.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was definitely an aggressive AGA 1, but it felt right.
Sometimes you got to go with your gut. I definitely talk yourself out of things that you probably shouldn't sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I did suggest Pyramid Fairy before Swamp, just because I like Pyramid Fairy. I think it was strong logically with the flippers.
Right.
Oh, I guess the other big moment is when we went to the swamp, decided not to do left side, just see if the go mode item was on the route, and then got to the boss, noticed there were 3 items left in the dungeon, so 2 in left side, 1 in big chest. And we're like, this ended up working out, and then he dropped it, and I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, if you can skip that left side swamp and have that pay off, especially when you're anytime you're 1 item from go mode, I've been told that you just skip left side, and if you got to come back, you come back.
Come back, yeah, that was the plan, yeah.
And get
Congratulations to logikz.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a very nice run. Definitely did a great job. 133 on an AGA seed's nothing to sniff at for sure.
I think that's a new personal best for me, actually.
Oh,
Well,
congratulations
for sure.
Yeah.
Cap, how do you think Laggy did?
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm sure he wins when I fell down into the Skullwoods pit.
Yeah. It's like, okay. Gonna tell him to get the chest and save quick. I mean, most of the stuff that he's less proficient in is like micro execution stuff, and like I can't really correct him on the at the moment to have it actually be useful. So I just try to tell him things ahead of time.
I've been playing for about 2 months, so my execution's still pretty shaky.
Yeah, same here. But congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, and we are joined by
logikz,
the one and only Koi and logikz. Congratulations, very nice run.
GG, guys.
GG. Good game, Laggy.
GG's. Good game.
So, how'd you feel the run went, Logic?
I died too much. I think that otherwise it went pretty well.
Definitely saw a lot of the good strats. That hook shot or the spin speed hook shot into Harapot was really, really nice. Extremely clean.
Thank you.
So, what'd you like most about the seed?
Not dipping pendant dungeons is always my favorite part of any seed.
Absolutely. And then, I mean, again, really good time for an AGA seed. I think you were a sub 140 on that?
Yeah. Koi almost wanted me to do AGA right after Kakariko, which would have been hilarious.
That would have been definitely a Galaxy play right there for sure.
Yeah, I would have saved some time if, well, maybe not like right after CAC, but after South Shore or something, like before Eastern. I think if I was the one running, I would have done that, but I didn't feel like making him risk 5 minutes on AGA
Right.
when it.
I'm assuming it was
100%
due to
required.
it was due to that cape or lantern, master sword, and cac.
Yeah, I feel like anytime you have both the Master Sword and the Cape, it means that Aga is more than likely to be required. Because while it's not unlikely for the game to just happen to put those items in the way early, even though Aga's not required, for them both to be there seems less likely. So when you see both of them, it like makes me think Aga even harder than normal. But when you're just one item away from Darkhold access like that, it feels like a really big gamble to go after Aga early.
Right.
And with it being Ambrosia, like Eastern's usually not as bad, but it was today.
You are not wrong in that at all. Then you like the both mitts being on top of Death Mountain.
Yeah,
Nice.
I kind of told Koi, I was like, maybe both mitts are up here, and then it was like, oh, okay, I guess we have to come back to the east side anyway if they are.
Right.
The routing was pretty good for sure. You guys definitely did a great job on this run. Anytime you can get a sub 140 on an Aga seed, it's always a good feeling.
Yeah, we definitely could have stood to play more aggressively, like not doing Eastern before Aga, or like just hair potting instead of making sure that we got the item. I think would have been a reasonable play, even if it was a little risky. I don't like doing it in Ambrosia because it's only like a 50-50 chance that you're leaving something behind.
Right.
So how did you feel like logikz did, Koi?
I think logikz did great. Honestly, like it was just Thieves Sound. Like that was the only part of the scene where it's like, oh no, man, everything's going horribly. But you know, we eventually got through it, and you know, like that's all you can really ask.
Yeah.
But everything else went super well.
For sure, very clean run. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, and thanks for everyone for hosting, restreaming, tracking. It was a fun race.
I'm just happy doing the back first and Swamp actually paid off, because that almost never pays off.
Yep.
Because
Super Galaxy Brain.
The plan was like, because you know the back of Swamp is the only part of Swamp that you have to do every time. So let's just do the back first, and if it's nothing, we just go back in and do those 2 chests that we skipped on the way to left side.
Right.
For sure, there's nothing better than seeing that go mode item drop off one of the chests or the boss, knowing you don't have to go back.
Yeah, Koi was already talking like, okay, so when the boss doesn't drop bombos, this is what you're gonna do.
For sure.
And then it happened. The miracle.
Well, anything else you guys want to say?
Fun see, GG's. Hope
Yeah,
you
fun
for
see, GG
tournament.
Laggy.
Yep.
I agree.
Again, great job all around. Thank you for letting us restream you and commentating your race.
And good
It
luck
was
to
definitely
both. Yeah, and good luck to both of you in the next round.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good luck, logikz.
Yes. Good luck, Laggy.
So, taking a look at the schedule, we have another race coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern Time against Jerry, and versing off against Crimson at 8, and then at 9 we got Jawsome Sauce versus Floyd, and at 10:30 we got Traceum versus Gary Covid, and that is Eastern Time for those races as well. We got a lot more coming up later tonight for more Ambrosia seeds.
Again, thanks to everybody for tuning in to watch and supporting this tournament and the racers and really making sure that they feel the love and support and all the help that's been given throughout this tournament. I can't say enough about how awesome the mentors have been. I think Koi's done like 8 different mentors or
Wow.
mentees.
This is my 5th.
Oh, okay.
Although I don't know how proud I should be because I'm actually 1-4 for winning.
That's all right. It's the help that counts and really makes a difference.
Yeah,
So
Koi
I
was
appreciate
great,
it
and
for sure.
It's
he's
not a
already
big deal
wrote
for
down notes on what to help me with next, so I
Right.
appreciate
Right.
that.
It's not a big deal for the runners because they're all like 0-1. You know, it's just the first race out of like 7 or whatever. But for me, I'm like, oh my god, I'm already 1-5.
Everybody's looking at you like, really? Are you really mentoring 1 in 5? Are you even trying?
The theory is that only the most green runners ask me to be their mentor. Everyone else has been around long enough; they know not to. They know that I suck.
And you're like, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks.
And if I was racing in this, I'd probably ask you to be mine as well, Koi.
Okay, but we're doing Harapod.
Yeah. Still learning that one.
All right, well, thanks anyway, guys. Thanks for coming in, chatting with us and all that.
Yeah, and yeah, give our runners and mentors a restream if you really helps out a lot with them, as well as our tracker as well.
I believe we are off, so. But appreciate it again, guys.
Have a good night. Yep. So we'll see you next time for more for the Ambrosia Mentor Tournament for Randomizer. Until then, I'm Yoko.
Legend, thanks for watching.
Yep. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.